couldn't believe it. I was so excited. And that enthusiasm remains even in today's lineup. And I'll tell you something, when you're talking about a gemstone like Iolite, you have to understand that this is one of those moments where I understand some of you are going to be saying, I don't even know what that is. That is exactly why you need to not touch that dial. Because, and I'm the first person, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm the first person to tell you, buy the treated gemstones. I'm the first person who's going to say, as a graduate gemologist, who's going to say, you know what, buy a Fisher-Filled ruby. All right, buy it, wear it, love it. I'm the first person that's going to say to you, yes, buy a lab-grown diamond. And, you know, we talked about this earlier in the first segment, and I probably talk about it more than other people, but I'm going to tell you something. Technology is something that is part of every gem collector's toolbox today. Technology is not just for cell phones and cars and, you know, power tools or kitchen appliances. You know, technology is something that gives you, finally, as the jewelry consumer, you are in a spot to really learn. There's more information available easily today than ever before. When I went out to GIA back in the 1980s and decided I want to be a graduate gemologist, I had to sit in the classroom Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It was a full-time job for 6 months just to go and learn how to grade diamonds, learn how to identify stones. And then they don't just hand that, you know, they just hand that out. At the end of a really intense course of gemological training, I had to take what they call the 20 stone, the dreaded 20 stone exam. And it's not like an ACT where you take it, or an SAT, you take it and the score you get is what you get. When I was going through to be a gemologist, you got every stone identified correctly or you didn't pass. Yeah. It's not like, okay, 70, you can pass for a 70. No, you had to have 100% correct identification or you didn't pass. And you could only take the test a few times before they said, well, maybe you should just think about retaking the entire course. So I was like, oh my gosh, the dreaded 20 stone. It was a big deal. But here's the thing, you know, Shop LC is what you see as Shop LC today is something that started as a crazy, impossible idea. The dream of, at the time, one single gentleman who was a gemstone dealer, a gemstone trader, who said, you know what, I want to see what we can do in the world of home shopping. You know, let's do home shopping, because at the time it was really revolutionary to think that you could sell this quality of gemstones and jewelry on live television. Well, we started the camera rolling about 16, 17 years ago, and guess what? The doors are still open, the cameras are still cranking, and the jewelry keeps coming. So we're going to bring you a collection of a gemstone today that you don't see very often. I mean, this is one of those gemstones where this one kind of is hiding in plain sight. And as we get into a world where there's more and more, I'm looking at these word designs, more and more specialization, you're going to see that means that across the board, there's less and less choices, because everybody goes for the low hanging fruit. Everybody wants to see, okay, what's the easiest thing I can do? And that means you miss out on a lot of these pieces, because Iolite is a very obscure gemstone. Okay, it's not nearly as abundant as many gemstones out there. It's less common, which means more rare. So it's going to be as rare, or maybe even more rare than tanzanite, for sure. Rubies and sapphires and all of those things that we've been celebrating for years and years and years. And that's really where, in today's world, where we have more technology and more specialization, a gemstone like Iolite kind of gets left behind. Oh, but wait, we could do that one. That was not very common. Yeah, it's hard to source. Doesn't come really from a lot of different places. It becomes more trouble than it's worth, is what a lot of people would say. And that's where Shop LC changes your accessibility to gemstones. Because when we know that something is not common, we know that something is a little bit obscure, a little bit more rare, that's really one of the places where we excel. So we've got a few different pieces in Iolite. We call it Catalina Iolite because it's said to look like the waters off of Catalina Island. It actually is sourced from India. Some comes out of Brazil. There's a little bit that comes out of, I think, Kenya in today's world. But most of the commercially available Iolite in today's world is going to come from India. So you've got a really treat and a treasure. It's one of those gemstones that I like to say is hiding. It's hiding in plain sight. Now, what makes it different is it's an interesting shade of blue. And it's not just a blue. It's kind of a blue violet, or it's sort of like a blue lavender. And when we start talking about in terms of blue and lavender together in the same visual feast of color, first of all, blue is the number one in the U.S. It's the number one color that most people say is their favorite color. But when you talk about Iolite, and then you talk about blue and lavender, now you're talking about a color palette that some people say reminds them of tanzanite. Yeah, that one source gemstone that's less and less available and more expensive as the moments tick by. But when you look at this, you're going to notice that it has one property that tanzanite is really sort of famous for, and that is something that we call pleochroism, and it means the gemstone looks different in different directions. So it's not the same as color change. Color change means that as you wear a particular gemstone in your normal environment, it reacts to different light, different types of white light in a different way. So alexandrite, most famous of all color changing gemstones, sometimes it looks ruby red, and sometimes it looks emerald green. Sometimes it looks sage green, and sometimes it looks like a purple sapphire, but you're not doing anything except wearing it. And depending on the light that you're in at the time, that gemstone can have an entirely different color personality. Pleochroism is something different. Pleochroism means that the stone has color in this direction, and then it has a color in this direction. So those two colors usually intersect at about 45 degrees, which means if you look at it like this, it looks one way, and if you look at it like this, it looks another way. Think about that picture of a tanzanite that you've seen where this spot looks like an amethyst, and this spot looks like the most expensive sapphire on the planet. And then if you look at it in the right way, all of a sudden, that beautiful blue and that beautiful purple come together with just this amazing, unique color that no other gemstone has. Iolite has the same property, but the colors that you're dealing with are going to be sort of a deep, sort of bluish violet in one direction. Some people have said, well, it's sort of reminiscent of Elizabeth Taylor's eyes. I don't know if that's true or not. I never saw Liz. I never got the chance to look her in the eyeball, but supposedly her eyes were this beautiful sort of blue violet color. If you look at Iolite in another direction, it can have a totally different color. In some cases, it looks almost colorless. In some cases, it's a shade of gray that looks almost silvery. And in some cases, it can have little eye visible inclusions that are actually hematite, which can give you little spots of hematite flashy red. So it's a gemstone that's really, really interesting, and we're going to give you an opportunity to actually own some of these pieces, and I hope that you really take advantage of this, because these are shopped for and curated and designed by our in-house design team, and altogether that team has hundreds of years of experience. We give you the opportunity to feel like you have a jewelry designer on speed dial, a jewelry and gemstone hunter, a gem hunter who that you know is all around the world, pounding the pavement where there's not even any pavement to make sure that you get rare and exclusive gemstones. And Iolite definitely fits that category because it's difficult to come by, because there's not a lot of it. The supply can be very sporadic, and because the pieces that are mostly transparent are superior, gem quality. Again, it's not a very consistent material. A lot of big market retailers are going to say no, thank you, because inconsistent supply. If you've got 50 or 100 stores all around the country, and you've got to keep product in those stores all the time, and that thing is on your website, and now your customer is in Texas, but the last one is in Washington State, well, you can see how the logistics part of it becomes a nightmare. we're all essentially under one roof. If it's on the website, it means we've got it in stock, and it means that it's come to you through multiple teams of very experienced folks that do exactly what they do. They find the stones. They cut and polish the gemstones. Top quality lapidary skills. Then they're turned over in parcels and lots of gemstones to our design team, and they know exactly what they have to work with. They put together parcels and lots so that you just don't get one or two designs. But even in a stone like Iolite, which is so hard to come by, you get this amazing variety of stones that you would ever get. And you can walk into any fancy store on any fancy street on any day of the week. And in many cases, ask for Catalina Iolite, and they have none, zero. So the fact that this is a gemstone that is a little bit more challenging, that is where Shop LC says, challenge heard, challenge accepted. And we're going to do great with this stone. And this is a marketplace in today's world where a lot of folks are looking for alternative places to put some money. People are considering stocks and bonds. People are considering precious metals. People are considering gemstones and jewelry. So this is one of those materials that you want to add to that collection if that's how you're saving a little bit for the future as well. So let's get you started. We're going to start off with a classic solitaire design with a fantastic oval in the center. This is going to be shop one. And every piece that we're going to do in the show has a 25% savings. That 25% live stream discount is good for 48 hours, but we only have 22 of these pieces in stock. Now, total here is 3.85 carats, and this one is accented with luxuriant lab-grown diamonds. And hang on, I'm just going to grab my loupe really quick. Luxuriant lab-grown diamonds, and that means you're going to get not only a super, super collectible Iolite, but you also have these beautiful trillion-cut diamonds as well. And let me just make sure here. There's one single trillion cut on either side, so you have this gorgeous classic three-stone look and feel. And with the trillion cuts, it gives it almost sort of like an art. Almost like an Art Deco kind of look and feel, angles and shapes and designs. Now, this one is all done in 10 karat white gold. So this one is a collector's edition right off the bat, and we only have 22 of these left. If you want to take a look at this and get the details, type in shop one down below, hit send. We'll send you a link to this item on the Shop LC website. It'll break down all the details. The center stone, by the way, is going to be a carat. It's going to be 3.49 carats. That's just the Iolite. And the hardness on this stone is going to be very similar to what you get in emerald. So it's a beautiful stone to wear. It's got lots of strength, lots of resistance to scratching. And of course, the luxuriant lab-grown diamonds just take it to a whole other level. So 3.85 carats total. The center stone is 12 by 6, but the Iolite is 3.5 carats. Now, suggested retail on this is around $6,000. Again, you're talking specialty stone. There are many stores that will never have this. I don't mean they have it today and it's sold out tomorrow and we'll reorder it. There are many jewelers that don't ever have this in their store. Too difficult, too obscure, hard to come by. That's where we step in and give you the world-class experience. Type in shop one down below, and you'll see that $6,000 retail goes down to a Shop LC price in white gold of $1399.99. Type in live 25. Sizes we have, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you want the size 10, there are three of them. The lab-grown diamonds, you just put this over the top. Okay. 5 through 12. Okay, thank you.
They can double check with our personal shoppers, and we can maybe scrounge up 5 through 12. Online is showing that we do have those in stock.
Ooh, and there's some half sizes.
Yes.
Okay, and there's some half sizes as well. So come on in, Cinderella, and get your beautiful ring. Now, the budget pay on this, first of all, the 25% savings, the live 25, takes it from $1,400 down to $1,050. Then your budget pay takes it to $210. So $210 on the budget pay. And again, this is no interest, no credit check, and no credit agency reporting on that as well. So this is not like the short-term loans, and a lot of those are now reporting to credit agencies. So this is not going to show any impact on your credit score whatsoever. Now, do we have the pendant as well? Do we have a bundle and save option happening? I think we do. I think perchance we do. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Here's the thing that happens. And this is in 10 karat white gold. When we have pieces that are the same design, we say that that's matching. These pieces, for example, these are coordinating pieces because they're not the same design. Now, I've got the matching pendant for this, but you can see it definitely matches. This is a trillion cut and an oval. This is a trillion cut and an oval. And look at how they go together. This is also in 14 karat white gold, Catalina Iolite, and you can see that they are most likely, I would bet it, from the same parcel. So, 3.5 carats on the Iolite, and the Iolite is gorgeous. It's got a little bit of blue, a little bit of lavender, and because it's got that sort of silvery gray tint, it just looks incredible with the way that this presents itself. This is a gemstone. You can wear it. You're going to wear it at most places, and most people are going to say, wow, look at her sapphire pendant. That's okay. That's a rookie move. You're a collector. You're a connoisseur. You know that this is a rare exotic Iolite. All right, now, when we have pieces like this, and let's say you're going online and you're going to look for your size in the ring, whatever it is, you're going to see that this one, the pendant, is also present and accounted for, and it's going to come with a 20-inch chain. I'll check that for you in a second. But now you can get this one for your live stream price and this one for your live stream price. But when you bundle and save, you save an extra 10%. So you're going to see online, there's an extra 10% savings right off the bat, bundle and save. That means you get one of each. But then you're in a live stream situation, all right? And it's a situation because on the pendant, we only have 9 of them. So that means we only have 9 bundle and save opportunities. So we'll look at the math on that. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. This is one of the most sophisticated pendants that you're going to see. You know, I love this because it's complicated. It's kind of fun. It's got lots of details. But man, when you go back to the solitaires and you just go back to a single or double accent stone, and the accent stones are high quality diamonds, you are ringing all the bells, my friends. You just look like, okay, I just dipped into the trust fund to pay for really, really, really big sapphires. This is what Shop LC does for you. This is what you get. This is what you get when you shop with folks who are really, really knowledgeable and passionate about what they do. All right, $13.99 on the budget pay, but Live 25 is going to save you 25%. It goes to $10.49. It goes to $10.50, and your budget pay is $209. Now, can we look at the bundle and save? Because these are in white gold. All right, so shop 1 on the ring, shop 2 on the pendant, and if you type that down below, that'll get you back to the Shop LC website, and you're going to see that our photography team is giving you a full layout. You get the glamour shots on every single one of these from every angle plus measurements as well. This is $13.99. This is $12.69. I don't know why, because your chain is included in this one, all right? But you save 10% off the top. So when you bundle and save, you buy this bundle, instead of $26.70, your bundle and save takes you down right away to $2,400 and change, okay? Now you type in Live 25 and you've already saved 10%. Now you save 25% on top of your 10% bundle and save. You see what I'm going? You see where I'm going there? You see why I get excited? That means your budget pay for both of them is $360. Okay, $360 and change, $360.45. Now, personal shoppers are going to be able to help you out with that. There is PayPal credit behind the scenes. If you've got a different payment option that works for you so that you can scoop up the 10% bundle and the 25% live stream, get over to Shop LC and the personal shopping team. Let them help you because there are only 9 bundle and saves. So it's 888-835-2247. All right. Did I get it right?
2237.
888-835-2237. That's right. 2237. 2237. And the chain's included. Now, let me just check the chain here because this is going to make me crazy. Okay. And Tyler, can you check the details on the chain so I make sure I get it right?
20 inches, 10K white gold, fashion pendant necklace. You
get the 10 karat white gold chain included. Can somebody just say FRW, you just got a free white gold chain? Yeah, and it's got a spring ring closure, so standard traditional closure on that as well. Can you believe that's 5 payments of $360? It looks like 36 or 48 or 60 payments of $360. I mean, this is a very good looking set. All right, we're going to be moving a groove that shop 1 and shop 2. You can take care of the bundle and save online automatically, but don't miss these pieces. And remember, when you type in the item number shop 1 or shop 2, you're not buying the item. You still have plenty of time. You're just getting over to the website where you can get a full review on the item. And you'll see a full review. You'll see a full breakdown of carat weights and colors and sizes and lots and lots of options there for you as well. But you won't get this unless you hurry, scurry, and get it while you can, my friends. So well done if you're getting in on that. Beautiful choice. And listen, it's Tuesday morning, okay? It's Tuesday morning, and it is, 10:34. Did you write down buy gorgeous Iolite jewelry on your shopping list?
On the to-dos of today.
Mine has dog food, all kinds of crazy stuff. But yeah, buy gorgeous Iolite jewelry is not on my shopping list. However, okay, I am always ready for an amazing bargain. Always ready for a bargain. Always ready for a value. And that's where Shop LC comes in for you every single time, because you're going to see that a lot of gorgeous pieces are available here at Shop LC. Disclaimer. When they're done, they're done. When they're gone, they're gone. Okay? So, get them while you can. Get them while you can. And don't apologize. Don't apologize. People will think seriously. They're going to think, gosh, she bought the whole blue box store now. And they might. They very well might. And even if you look at somebody does exclusive designs at a very fancy high-end store, they do collections every single year. These are still pieces that you just don't see very often. You have to know about Iolite. But I think once you know about it, I think you'll kind of be in love. You'll have a crush. You'll have your new favorite gemstone crush. I mean, think about all the blue gemstones. You've got sapphire, of course. You've got turquoise. Probably Sleeping Beauty comes to mind. What other blue gemstones do you think of, Tyler? Lapis, right?
Ooh, I love lapis, like sapphire. The tanzanite reminds me. I do like the iolite, though.
Yeah.
It has a different blue that is just...
It does.
Yeah.
There's a little, this is a very dichroic, well, it's a pleochroic stone, because you'll see the blue in one direction, and the other direction you'll almost see kind of a golden, I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like a golden silver or a silvery white.
That's what I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know how to explain it, but I like that when I do turn it a little bit, I see that like silvery white.
Yeah. There is a tool that gemologists use. It's called a dichroscope, and it's basically a polarized lens. So if you have polarized sunglasses, you want to have a little fun. Take your Iolite, put on your polarized lenses, and look at it in this direction, and then turn it this way and look at it, and turn it this way. You never know how the stone is oriented on the different color axes, but you will probably see a little shift. And that's just part of what makes this gemstone really, really cool. Also, sapphires are treated, turquoise is stabilized, lapis is stabilized. These are all natural. So there's no additional treatment done to any of these. Isn't that gorgeous? Did you see it? Tyler's got his glasses on. Did you see it?
I see on the side, yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. And the stones are always going to be set, when they're set in jewelry, they're always going to be set with the most beautiful color face up. Here, try it with this one, because there's not a lot of stones on the side. Try it with that one. But yeah, there's a little lens is basically a super polarized lens, and it's so that you can see the two directions of light. And this is a double refractive stone, so light goes in, it slows down, and this material actually splits it into two beams as it passes through there. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm. I can see it almost like reflecting from one side.
Tyler's all geeky. Woo, woo. I love it. But that's the fun of it, my friends. That's the fun of owning these pieces, is that you're understanding the treasures and the just the cool wow factor of these stones. And listen, I don't care that lapis is stabilized. I'm glad. I don't care that turquoise is stabilized. I'm glad, because it means I'm not going to wear it out. I don't have to baby it. Okay, I can enjoy it and wear it for what it is. But when you come across a thing like this, and you've got rich color saturation, and you've got incredibly difficult to source, you've got so many value factors built into Iolite that these prices don't make any sense. I mean, they really don't. And Iolite, Iolite can show a lot of internal characteristics. If you see it cut in cabochon, it's going to have a lot of little, growth details. These are all beautiful eye clean specimens. Really, 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 really nice. Okay. All right. We're going to get you over to the earrings now. These are the Crown Legacy with white zircon. These are, oh my gosh. Seriously, that price? $69.99? Okay, I'm going to go with it. This is going to be shop 3, and it's a perfect little dangle. And they're in lever backs, which means you can sit around and type all day, or maybe you're working on your next trapeze routine with Cirque du Soleil. However busy you are, maybe it just feels like you're just swinging through this vine and that vine and just getting it all done. The lever backs are an absolute game changer. First of all, it gives the earring a little bit of a longer placement on the profile. So it really, really, really shows off your jawline. And it's just enough. It's just enough. Plus, type in shop 3 right now. And look at these. I mean, those are little kite-shaped zircons. Do you realize that is not a standard cut? We have to specially cut those stones. That's a specialty cut. Think about it. You see rounds, brilliants, emerald cuts, ovals, pear shapes. I mean, you see the usual suspect, but the ones that are shaped like a kite, no, you do not see these very often. All right. Budget pay on these, $13. Come on. These are set in sterling silver with rhodium on top. And let me show you what the lever back looks like. It's that easy. I still wear earrings with pushbacks, butterfly backs. And man, I can tell you, if I can buy the lever backs for the same price, I'm getting them. And these are not tiny stones. So this is not a canardly. Oh, it's a beautiful earring, but I had to get the price down to affordability factor so I can hardly see the center stone. No, these are stones that show up. And because these are very, very pleochroic gemstones, and because the color is definitely directional, these are a big challenge to match. And let me show you how good these are matched. Sterling silver is a game changer as well. Rhodium adds another beautiful level of white sparkle and finish to the metal on those. But look how gorgeous those are. Yeah, baby, that's a good looking earring. That's a good looking earring. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. It could be those as well. That's going to be shop 3. And your budget pay for the next 48 hours is $13. After that, it's going to be more, which is still going to be the best. I'm totally comfortable saying going to be best price that anybody in the industry has, if you can even find these stones. But man, if you want that Shop LC live stream price, you got to get them today. You got to jump on in, come on in and get it. All right, next. We're doing Catalina Iolite. My friends, live stream happens multiple times throughout the day. The shows live in the live stream library at shoplc.com. So if you have a particular presenter or a particular stone, the links are shareable as well, so you can share them on all your social media platforms. Take a minute and join the Shop LC VIP page on Facebook. You're going to find an entire growing, thriving community of over 6,000 jewelry lovers, gemstone aficionados, and folks who just are dedicated to and insistent on getting a really great deal. So please join us online at Shop LC. On the Shop LC VIP page on Facebook. And let me just tell you this, even though we're bringing you many, many items, and over on television, we're in full clearance mode now. Let me just tell you something. Our commitment to fighting childhood hunger does not waver. Okay, so every item that goes out the door, we're going to provide a meal to a hungry kiddo. So far, over, I think, 156 million meals altogether. That's with the Shop LC audience, the UK audience, and the audience in Germany. So 4 channels altogether on a global basis, and you guys are making a difference. Now, that's something that's written into our corporate budget. We believe in being a strong corporate citizen, and we do that without ever asking you for any additional penny. You support us by getting gorgeous presents for your friends and your family here at Shop LC, and we support childhood hunger, and that's no joke. Akshaya Patra is in Jaipur, No Kid Hungry in the U.S., and both of those organizations serve their own unique community needs as they see fit. So they're able to respond specifically to each community. So thank you for helping us fight childhood hunger. Okay, thanks a bunch. All right, we got another bundle and save coming up, it looks like. This one is finished off. Talk about gorgeous. Pink sapphires. Yeah, pink sapphires. Now the pendant is going to have a carat in the middle, that beautiful fancy pear shape, has a violet blue transparent presentation. And again, prong set 4x3 on the pink sapphire right at the top. So a wonderful presentation all the way around and around. And beautiful on the neckline. And when you get home, I mean, play with them. Look at them. If you don't have a jeweler's loupe, invest in a jeweler's loupe or some high power magnification so that you can really, really see how gorgeous these are. Gosh, set the zoom on your phone and zoom in and take some gorgeous pictures of these. They're really, really pretty stones. That blue, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it at all. Now, I think we may have our second bundle and save of the show.
We will, yes.
Okay. So this goes down to, it was $69. It goes down to $52.40. Duh. And your budget pay is $13.12. $13.12. I like it a lot. And it looks beautiful on the neckline. Listen, you're right up there in the status symbol carat weight. This is 1 full carat in the center, and then you've got about 34 points in those pink sapphires. And the presentation is awesome. The chain is included, sterling silver chain, and it is finished off with a lobster claw clasp. And I love it that the chain is a little bit lighter, so you don't really notice the chain. All you notice is that gorgeous color, and it looks great on anything. With any color. Blue is true blue ribbon, top shelf. It's that gorgeous color. All right, $13.12. However, all right. Oh, and by the way, when I see a piece like this, I automatically think bridesmaids, right? I just do. I just go there. If you need more than one of these, there's extra savings if you wanted more. So let's say you buy 3, you get an extra 10% off. Okay, so that takes them down to $62.99, and then that goes into the matrix of savings. And if you have any questions on doing the math or availability, or maybe you need more than 3, maybe you're going to have 6 attendants at your big day. 888-835-2237. All right, 888-835-2237. Now this one is going to be shop 4. All right, but the ring is going to be a bundle and save, and it's going to be shop 5. Remember, bundle and save means matching pieces when you buy them at the same time saves you an extra 10%. But we're in live stream mode, and that means you take the 10, then you type in live 25, and you save an extra 25% on both. Okay, this is not that wonky retail thing where you buy 4 and you save 20% on the 5th one. Or this is not like the tire discount. You buy 3 and then the 3rd one is 25% off. No, this is 25% and 25% and 10% and 10%. You save, you get all the discounts on both items. I love it. Now, the ring is $79.99. Estimated retail on this is $49, which is not enough. If I saw this seriously at an art fair, and I know it's pink sapphires and Catalina Iolite, I would expect easily to see $400 on that. Easily. You don't know the stone. It's not easy to come by. It's just an obscure stone, which for the gemstone collector and the rock hound out there, that works in your favor big time, because you're not paying crazy retail on these. You're paying common sense value and savings. All right, you've got your pendant, right? Pick out your ring size, and we only have, let's see, 67, 55. They're only going to be altogether about 50 of the bundle and saves. And you only have 48 hours to scoop that up if you want bundle and save and live stream pricing. So shop 4 on the pendant, shop 5 on the ring, and it's exactly the same stone combination. You've got a carat in the middle of that gorgeous iolite. Let me turn it around this way. And then you've got about 1/3 of a carat of pink sapphires as well, but they're just gorgeous. That combination is just so classic. It's just beautiful. All right. Bundle and save means that you have 79 on the ring and you have 69 on the pendante, the pendant chain combo. Okay. If you bundle and save, you save 10% on both. So instead of $149, you're down to $134.99. So $134.98. So you've saved $15 if you want both. But these are our live. This is a live stream feature in Catalina Iolite. And we used to do an entire day of this material, but now we just don't. We just cannot get enough of this to do an entire day show. But you bundle and save, so you got your 10%. But now you type in Live 25, and guess what? It goes from, oh my gosh, it goes from 134 down to 101 for both of them. All right. And then you've got 3 budget pays of $33.75, and then they're all paid for and you own it after just 3 months. You make the first payment now, 2 more payments, you're done. January, February, March. It's not a bit too early to start thinking about Valentine's Day for sure, but it's not a bit too early to start thinking about Mother's Day and all of the anniversaries and the celebrations and the beautiful things that you've got coming up on your social calendar for this year. Not a bit too early at all. So, my friends, this is not the place for the timid. This is the place where you want to take action and you want to get out there and grab these pieces before they're all gone. Because again, this is a gemstone that we do not get in great quantity. Even though we have access to many places literally around the world, these are not abundantly available. And when I'm looking around at the entire collection, oh my gosh, top gem quality. Yes, please, for sure. Top gem quality, there's no doubt about it. And every single one of these is just gorgeous. They're all faceted. They're all beautiful. There's an incredible range of diversity and mounting styles on these as well. All right, the pendant is shop 4. The ring is shop 5. And you can get to the bundle and save by typing in either one of those. Okay, shop 4 or shop 5. Yes, absolutely wonderful. All right. 888-835-2237. If let's say you want a pair of earrings that might match. Maybe you're going to go for a set of pink sapphire earrings. That's where personal shoppers come in. And personal shoppers are different. They're a different team than just regular customer service. You'll meet a personal shopper and they'll become your personal shopping assistant on any of the beautiful treasures that we have right here at Shop LC. So don't hesitate. 888-835-2237. Okay, coming up next, we've got a gorgeous pendant. This one is accented with moissanite, and this one is, oh my gosh, this one is cut in a marquee shape. And here's a little interesting tidbit about the marquee shape. In some places, in some environments, you may see that a marquee shape actually is a premium. So you may pay an extra, 10, 15, sometimes 20% because it's a marquee shape. It's a very tricky stone to cut because you've got to make sure that the symmetry is right. So you've got a point over here and a point over there. You've got to make sure that when you draw a line through the middle, north, south, east, and west, that all of those quadrants match up. And that's what makes it a big, big, big challenge for cutting this stone. And these pieces are gorgeous. Now, the moissanite is what makes up the halo all the way around. And you've got a little bit of a design characteristic on the top, on the sides, east and west, where you almost have a little bit of a wider design, almost kind of a very sort of antique or vintage look and feel. And we've got a ring that has a little bit of the same design, so we'll get to that as well. But just gorgeous. And this is a material that's not treated in any way, shape, or form. This is a really, really unusual stone, and that color is so gorgeous. Remember, blue is the number one color. I don't even want to know what you pay for a marquise sapphire that's in that shape. And no disrespect, sapphires are almost always treated. There's always a little something happening with the marquise, with a sapphire, always a little bit of heat treatment. And sapphires can be very highly zoned. So you might see a piece of sapphire rough and it's got a little splotch of blue over here, and the rest of it is kind of clear or white or doesn't have any visible color whatsoever. That's not what you get in Iolite. These pieces are not color zoned. They're actually pleochroic. So the color is directional. So you might see in this case, everything looks kind of blue violet or slightly violet blue. In this case, it looks kind of silvery golden. So it's a very, very interesting material, but they're all cut in such a way that you get the best presentation of color across the entire look. Okay, this one is going to be shop 6. And again, a piece that shows up on the neckline very nicely. So it's a piece that you can feel comfortable wearing to that very fancy event, but you can also feel very well dressed wearing this on the daily basis because it does have that sort of look and feel. Now, the 20-inch chain is included, all right? And this one is set in rhodium over sterling silver. Your chain has a lobster claw clasp as well, and it's got 20 inches, which means if you wanted it to be a little bit higher on the neckline, you just simply swap out the chain, but it looks really, really great against any single color in your wardrobe. It's just a gorgeous stone. You know, the color of the year, by the way, is called, it's white basically, but I forget what it's called. It's got some romantic name. I can't remember. But when you're talking about styling and you want to stay on trend for the year, the world is your oyster right now. I mean, there is no gemstone that's not going to go with a beautiful white background. It just looks fantastic. All right, this one is normally $134.99, which qualifies it for free shipping because it's over $50. I think everything has been free shipping so far. Then you've got to realize that the chain is included, and you type in live 25, all of a sudden 134, bye-bye. Let's say hello to an instant savings of about $33. And it means your budget pay goes from $27 to $20 and change. So you've just saved a lot of money on a gemstone. I mean, you could walk into the store that specializes in crystal pieces, or, you know, there's a gal based here out of Austin, Texas, and she does a lot of really beautiful jewelry. But let's be realistic, my friends. It's not precious metal. It's not genuine gemstones. It's brass. It's glass. It's resin. And I own brass, glass, and resin and wear them proudly on many occasions. But I refuse. I will not spend $134 on brass, glass, and resin. I work really hard for every single dollar, and I know you do as well. And our team is the epitome of incredible value because we are all, by nature, very frugal people, and I know you are as well. So treat yourself to beautiful jewelry. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. Don't look at this and go, that's too good to be true. I know we're an anomaly. We're a standout. It's a paradigm shift. You will have to change your thinking, but it's worth it. It's really, really worth it. And if you want to get a quick read on Shop LC, open up Facebook right now. Go to Shop LC VIP page. Join. It's free. And see for yourself what people are saying about Shop LC. Lots of great stuff. Lots of nice things from folks who've been shopping with us for a little bit, or in some cases, years and years and years since the very beginning. So thank you for getting in on that. All right, your live stream price on this one is going to go away. It's going to go bye-bye. So don't wait around. Jump in and get it while you can. Now, the ring is not an exact match, so there's not a bundle and save on this one.
There will be a bundle.
Oh, there's a bundle and save on this one?
Yes, I double checked. So we're going to skip 8, and then we're going to swap 8 and 9 and make 9, 8, 8, 9.
Okay, so even though this has extra moissanite all the way down the sides, we're going to do a bundle and save on this. The top pieces are
That's
the same.
why Tyler gets the big bucks right there for the bundle and
I
save.
just was like, we can't do this for bundle and save. There's no way. No way.
I charge you per price I put up on the calculator also.
We'll get, how many chocolate chip cookies is it going to cost me, Tyler?
Right?
12.
12. Oh. Okay.
Full dozen, Becky.
Sold. 1 dozen chocolate chip cookies. All right, now look at the side. So you've got extra stones on the sides. And from the top standpoint, I'm going to hold these like this so you can see how they really do. The top footprint is the same pattern. So let me show you why Tyler gets the big bucks and commands chocolate chip cookies by the dozens. Bring me my cookies.
Yes.
All right. Yes. All right. The pendant is going to be shop 6. The ring is going to be shop 7. But before you say no, let's tell affordability story here. $134 and $134, our everyday price. That is a really smoking hot deal. Okay. Wow. That is very fancy. I'm thinking myself. Now you can buy the bundle. So instead of 135 and 135, which would normally be $270, okay, your buy all bundle drops the price down to $242 from $270. If you buy this one today and buy that one Thursday, you don't have the bundle and save. Do both right now and you save 10%. But do both right now and you save 10%, and then you save an extra 25%. So your $242 goes down to $180. 182. Yeah, you saved 10% and then you saved 25. So we started out at 270 altogether. You're down to 182, which means you saved almost $100. This is 134. You buy them both, it goes down to 182, which means you buy this one and you get this one for essentially $50. I'm just rounding there, but my brain just went like, OMG, what happened? Right? I got close on that, right? So it goes from 134 to 182. 34, 82 minus 1. What's 82 take away 34? It's
about $50.
It's about $50.
Like
yeah.
$48.
Yeah. So it's less than $50. I'm sorry. That's so right that it just seems wrong. My brain is still going, well, wait, what just happened? All right, 182. My friends, this is what we do at Shop LC. These are all natural gemstones. These come from pretty much the most popular source right now, which is in India. These are all top gem quality. You're talking about stones that are beautiful. They have all of the textbook characteristics that you want in rare, exotic Catalina Iolite, and they have a level of clarity on these that just make them so wonderful. A lot of Iolite is not so eye clean. And Iolite doesn't always show up in blue. Sometimes it can be just kind of a silvery white. Sometimes it can be kind of a smoky golden or a grayish silvery golden color. Not very intense and saturated. But when Iolite gets crazy and Iolite gets all right, you're going to see rich, gorgeous colors. And they're going to remind you of sapphires without the sapphire prices. If somebody says, oh, I love your sapphire ring, you just say, thank you. Because this is a gemstone that you buy because you're a collector and you know what it is, but you're a collector and you know that when you're shopping gemstones like this that are honestly, they're a challenge for most retailers, and most retailers cannot step up to that challenge in today's world. They just can't. This is what we do. Connections at the mine, connections at the source, connections at every international gem show we can get to, because we are always on the hunt for the bargain. And I'll tell you something, these are all signed pieces. Hold on a second. We started doing something just in 2025. Yeah. So when you turn this over, you're going to see that right in the middle, I don't know if you can see it there, but right in the middle, it has a D. And you know what that means? That means DeJoy. DeJoy is our logo. It's short for delivering joy. We started signing every piece so that you would understand that these pieces are Shop LC exclusives. We sourced the stones. We built the mold. We produced the castings. We finished the castings. We set all the stones. And so you know that it's a signed, unique original from Shop LC. We didn't white label and make this for somebody else. This is not a New York designer closeout. This is Shop LC, and every single one of us doing the best we can at what we do to give you that kind of fun. And when you get a deal like that and you put it on your hand, it's a game changer. Because you're not looking down at something that, you're thinking like, oh gosh, I have to pay on that until 2028. I'm not going to totally own it until 2028. No, you own it after just 4 months. You own it completely and outright. And that's part of the magic of what the joy part is. Knowing that we can do these and they're just so affordable and just so beautiful. And it's not cookie cutter jewelry. These are all Shop LC exclusives. This is not cookie cutter. We just ordered it from somebody who made it. No, we did it because we want you to have the best at the best savings. $45.55 on 3 payments, and you own the pendant, the chain, and the ring. If you've never shopped with us before, you are in for a treat, my friends. And I mean, you are in for a treat because I just don't know anybody that does this. I don't know anybody that on purpose goes through this much work to make sure that you get a top-notch experience. Okay, we're going to bring you some more gorgeous designs. And we're talking about Catalina Iolite. And it really and truly is a game-changing gemstone experience. You're going to see a lot of designs like this that remind you of something. Honestly, this is one of those pieces that you see on Antiques Roadshow, and the woman says, well, I didn't really know my great aunt that well, but, my dad's sister, there's a whole story, and there's always some romance, and there's always a twist at the end where the gemologist now says, oh, well, this was designed by so and so and so and so, and this, and I've got the paperwork, and this is, and it's worth $gazillion. This is that experience.
I'm still waiting for that to happen to me.
Are you?
Yes.
You know what? I bought before pawn shops were like big national companies, you know, traded on the stock market and yada, yada, yada. I bought a ring at a pawn shop, a 1-carat ruby, and it's not treated. It's a star ruby for $25. That's my best bargain hunter story right there. I had 2 little baguette diamonds on it, but I bought it for $25. Oh gosh. And you know why? Because I knew what it was. You see, that's the thing. We don't just want you to buy it because it's pretty. We want you to understand what it is so that you fall in love with the way that it looks, the way that you're going to present it to that special someone. We want you to fall in love with the story of what every single one of these rare exotic blessing treasures are, because that's what they are. You talk about something, I get excited when I take my big KitchenAid mixer down and I know I'm going to make something amazing. I'm going to make something that requires meringue, right? And I got to put the egg whites in there and I got to whip it and whip it and whip it. And I got to be super patient.
Whip it good.
Whip it good. That's right. That's right. I get excited about that. But then you talk about, okay, something that gets the same process that makes mountains, metamorphic geological processes that require heat and pressure and time. I mean, how crazy is it that those things just happen through the guidance of, one hand or just spontaneously? So gorgeous. All right, it's a miracle, I'm telling you. This is going to be shop 8. Type it down below. This is going to be the first emerald cut that we've seen. When you look at the way that our team describes the stones, they will say an octagon. And that's because really an emerald cut is an octagon. But the history of that shape is that it's this cut that was most often used to cut and facet and polish emeralds. And emeralds are very sturdy in their resistance to scratching, but they can be a little bit brittle. So a lot of times the jewelers that would go to set the rectangular stones would break the corners. And so somebody got wise and said, okay, we're breaking the corners every single time. So let's just make a flat spot there. Let's just square off the corners. And so technically it's an octagon. Okay, but these corners were originally cut off on an emerald cut to make sure that the stone had the most protection. And in today's world, you're correct if you call it an octagon, but I think most people in the industry today are going to call that an emerald cut as an homage to the stone that it was originally designed for.
That's kind of really cool, though.
Yeah, either way, this is gorgeous. Now, on these stones, okay, the sides, and these are going to be moissanite, I'm sure. Yep. So you've got what we call princess cuts here. These are 9.25 on the Mosca, so these are very sturdy stones. But these are going to have points under the prong. But can you see that if you go back and look at the pictures of this, you're going to see that there are little facets on the side that look like triangles and kites. That's going to change the facet pattern. Just like when you change the shape of a window, or if you're working on stained glass and this shape has that kind of reflection, same thing. This is a step cut, so you have these long, lean facets that go all the way across. This is very linear, and that changes the way the stone looks. The emerald cut for moissanite makes the color look so super intense. I mean, your eyeball looks like, oh my gosh, I'm just taking a deep dive into this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. Okay, let's talk about savings. Everyday price on this, $649 suggested at retail, if you can find it. Big I, big F, if. You're at $134.99 for the Shop LC price. You've got 3 budget pays, all right? But when you type in Live 8, you save 25%, okay? And you still are over the $50 threshold, so you still have free shipping. Your budget pay goes down to $33.74. So yeah, it goes down to about $1 a day. That's amazing. $1 a day. Even if you are buying Iolite because you just want something that's got some great value and you want to hold on to things that keep their value. Remember, the harder a stone, the more challenging and limited a stone is from the beginning, the more likely it is to be rare in the long run because it's just a limited source. Tanzanite, morganite, I mean, pink diamonds, you can run down the list of things that are going to hold on to their money. Potaeva tourmaline, list goes on and on. Gemstones like this, which are a little bit more obscure and very difficult to come by, they're right up there on the list, my friends. So just because you've never heard of it doesn't mean that it's not worth owning. Okay, $134.99 any day of the week, any day that ends in Y. But today, live stream, okay, ends with an M, live stream. Type in live 25, you save 25%, and it goes from $134.99 all the way down to $101. And that means your 3 budget pays are $33.74. Open your budgeting app. Open it up. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Where's my budgeting app? Oh, there you go. Can you find $1 a day for 90 days? If you can find $1 a day in your budgeting app, or you're doing the envelope method, and you've got an envelope that has $1 left in it, guess what? That's all it takes to own these beautiful stones. So yeah, there you go. With moissanite princess cuts, no less. Altogether, total carat weight here is going to be about 2.15 carats. And most of that, about 1 3/4 carats, is going to be that gorgeous emerald cut iolite right in the heart and soul. Okay. So beautiful choice. Beautiful choice. Thank you all so much for joining us. The live stream happens multiple times on a daily basis. We also have the TikTok shop as well with Shop LC. So you definitely do not want to miss that. And please make sure you like, follow, and share. You can watch us on Facebook. You can watch us on YouTube. You can check us out on TikTok. I mean, a lot of ways for you to watch without the complication of paying that big cable bill. Yeah, nobody likes paying more when you can pay less and make it happen.
That's the point. You can watch us for free.
Yeah, that's my favorite F word. Are you kidding me? I love that. Okay, 3.5 carats. Now, here is the traditional retail method for thinking about these, okay? That is, well, we'll just do a few stones along the front, okay? We'll just do those. Shop LC method, game changer, mind shift is, you know what? Let's give every earlobe that wears this a double dose. Let's put iolite on the front, and let's go back and do the inside facing forward, inside out hoop design, and give you 2 layers of moissanite. And you know what, of iolite. You know, one of the things that I like about that so much is that your ears are not, because your ears stick out at an angle, right? And so your earrings usually also stick out at an angle, because when you're getting your ear pierced, nobody lines it up so that they pierce your ear this way. They pierce your ear straight through the ear. Okay, so it's a nice even thing, but that means your earrings very often don't face just forward. So you've got a little bit of an offset. That's where the inside out hoop rings all the bells, because your earrings are a little bit offset. So that little peekaboo window shows all of those stones set on the inside facing forward. It's a beautiful thing. All right. All right. $20.25 is your budget pay on this one. And again, you've got 3 budget pays. Normally around $1,000 because you've got a big carat weight. Let me just double check the carat weight. Now we only have 43 pairs. So if you're thinking something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, or you're thinking about maybe that September birthday that's still now, it seems like it's forever away. Remember how fast 2025 flew by? I mean, it doesn't seem like 2025 even had all 12 months. It seems like 2025 was like 47 days and we're done with 2025 already. 2025 was on express mode, I'm telling you. It was in the express lanes. All right. $134.99 is our regular price. Type in shop 9, and you can be one of the lucky sets of earlobes to own these beautiful pieces. But your budget pay takes it down to about $1 a day. No, not even, about 80 cents a day, $20.24, because you go from $134.99 all the way down to $101.24. And that means you slice and dice and make 3 payments on these, and it's $20. Yeah, $20. Okay. We're going to do the pendant that I'm wearing next. So this is going to be shop 10. Now there are 59 of these. And the caveat, of course, is that the live stream price is good for 48 hours. So it means you want to jump in, and as my dad would say, get a move on. Get a move on and grab them while you can, because when they're done, they're done. You know, we don't very often go back when we're finished with one of the molds that we use. We don't very often go back and reintroduce that particular design. Our design team is extremely prolific with their creative skills, and they are on to the next treasure. I actually got a chance to visit the room where the retired molds live. And do you remember okay, so you know when if you go to the grocery store and you look at the place where they're making the rotisserie chickens?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's got the little lazy Susan thing that goes around and around. Yeah. Or if you're as old as I am and you would go to the roller skating rink, or you go to the arcade and they've got the little gift tray that goes around, around. Okay. We have multiples of those, except they're like 8 feet across. And a mold is about this big. So it's about this big. So maybe 2 by 3 inches. Okay. We have hundreds of thousands of those molds, and they're all just hanging out there. I mean, they're all cataloged and numbered, so we could very easily go back and redo them. But I mean, gosh, come on, let's just do something different. It's one of the things that it always keeps me interested in looking for what's next and what's exciting and what are my choices, because it's great to have choices. All right, shop 10. I love choices too. This is shop 10. Estimated price on this is right around $1,000. Okay. Our price is $139 because we got the mold. We own the design. We didn't have to call company A and get the stones and company B to get the mounting and then send it out to company C to do the setting. And even though those could be individual companies, there are still lots and lots of hands that have to finish that process. Our gem hunters worked out a deal to buy the stones. Our design team created the mountings. And this is a complicated mounting. I mean, you have altogether, 3.85 carats. And I can't even count the stones. I mean, you've got multiple stones. And besides that, you have a significant center stone as well. So the center stone is going to be right around a carat, okay? So altogether, let's look at the stones. So 3, 8. I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know how many stones you have on these. And there's a ring to match. So this is going to be a bundle and save opportunity for you as well. The whole pattern is a combination of the ovals on the front, and then you have kind of a dream catcher inspired footprint.
49 stones.
How many?
49.
49 stones. But the way the whole thing is put together, oval in the center for round edges and softness. But then you have a little bit of visual drama because of the ends of the marquees. So you've got those little termination points that give the whole design a little bit of crisp. You know, it just looks really sharp. And I mean that figuratively, but also just the way that it's put together, okay? This is going to be shop 10. Your price is $139 tomorrow. No, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Thursday, your price is going to be $139.99. Today, it's going to be $139.99 until you type in Live 25. Then your price today, live stream team, goes down to $104.99. $104.99. Then you have 4 payments. 4 payments. So you're looking at $25, $26 on the budget pay. That's a great deal. All right, this is Live 10 on the shop 10, okay? Shop 10. This is going to be shop 11. Can we do the ring next?
Yes, we're going to do the matching ring.
Okay. This is going to be shop 11. And the Regalia Star just became your next matching set. So you're at $139 on the pendant. You're at $174.99 on the ring, okay? When you bundle and save, and by the way, included is a chain. When you bundle and save, it should be $314. Oh, it should be $314. When you bundle and save 10% goes right off the top. We say thank you the best way. We could send you a fancy card or give you a bunch of phone calls. But how about we just save you some money? Isn't that what it's really all about? You save 10%. It goes down to $283.48. That's for both. That's for both. They definitely match. Then you type in Live 25 for both, and you save 10%. Now you save 25. And your payment for both goes down to $42.52. Unreal. I cannot believe, how many times do you go through the line at the grocery store? You can only use this coupon or that coupon. You can't combine. Okay, you got to pick you got to pick which one. This is like extreme couponing for jewelry, right? Am I crazy?
Nope.
This is crazy. Like extreme couponing for jewelry. It is wonderful, and you are in the right place at the right time, and I just hope you're saying yes. Save 10%, bundle and save. Then bundle and save. Put them in your shopping cart and save 25% on top of the 10. So instead of $344, you're at $212. That's $344. Hold on. $344 minus $212. You just saved $132. What? That means if you buy the ring, did I get that right? If you buy the ring, you can't afford not to do this, y'all. You cannot afford not to do this. $212, that means that you're buying the ring for like $30. That's crazy. You buy either way, it's like you almost get one for free. Okay, I love it. Shop 10, shop 11. We've got a few other pieces to get through, and we're going to get through the entire collection this hour. So, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Becky Booker. I'm a graduate gemologist, old school graduate gemologist, so I get really excited about things that have no treatment. I get really excited things that are true, honest to goodness, Mother Nature's all natural gemstones. And I mean natural in the old school gemological version where it ain't got nothing done to it. It's got a few facets, so that's it, that's all, and we're done. I'm also an old school gemologist that's been around long enough to see the technological advances that give us as jewelry consumers a lot of extra choices. Everything from, traditional heating of sapphires and rubies to modern day lab grown treasures like diamonds. Yeah. And moissanite. Moissanite's created in a lab. Who cares? It's beautiful. And we
love moissanite.
I do too. I mean, 2.5 times more dispersion, more fire than diamond. Yes, please. Okay. This one is going to be shop 12. Oh, no. It was shop 12?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And I love this because so far we've only shown you items, let me just make sure I'm right here, that are all set in white metal. This is different, and it changes everything. It changes the entire interpretation of the whole thing. I mean, you've got the yellow with the white, and you've got that incredible Iolite in the middle. And remember, Iolite, it's in its natural state. It's going to have some inclusions. Okay, so emeralds the same way. We don't get upset. So this is not a gemstone that's going to come to you that's like super pristine and glassy. I love that because it really speaks to the authenticity. I mean, if you go to buy a piece of furniture and you're looking for something wood, you know exactly what I mean. It's got to be wood. You want all of the beautiful natural characteristics of wood. You want the graining, and you want the highs and lows, and you want a knot every now and then, so you can just experience that raw, earthy essence. And that's exactly what Iolite is. All right, set with yellow sapphires, I believe. 2 carats altogether. This one is going to be shop 12. Your everyday shop LC price on this is $159. Okay. Yes, let's see. Yellow sapphires, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
36.
36 of them. 36! 3 dozen. Not one little one here and one little one there. A whole bunch of them. Shop LC price with Live 25 takes it down to $119. You just saved a smooth $40 on that. Your budget pay, you have 5 of those, $23.99. I'm going to say $24. $24 is your budget pay. Yep. That's shop 12. Now, we've got a matching ring. Tyler, we've got more matching pieces than I've seen us have in a while.
Yes.
And live stream shoppers, I can tell you something, in almost every case for live stream shows, maybe we've got a couple of dozen pieces. I really feel like you've got some bargains here that you have to snag before they go away. If this airs in the morning with Chuck and Courtney, they're going to be gone. If this airs in the afternoon with Tony and Jessica, it's going to be gone. If Matt and Marva get a hold of this, it's going to be gone. There are collectors that tune in to watch the gemstone aficionados that we have here. Tony Denise, renowned gem hunter. Jessica Maldonado, she's been here forever. She understands gemstones. Matt Wegson, a gentleman who understands the ins and outs of high-end jewelry. And, of course, Marva as well from that same environment. All of us are just really sort of blown away with Iolite because it's one of the last standing pieces where you don't have any treatment, and it's a gorgeous blue color. There's nothing else that looks like it. You may think it looks a little like tanzanite, and at first glance, I can see that. You might think at first glance it looks a little bit like a sapphire. I can see that. But when you dig deep and you look at this intently, you can see that it's got a color palette that's based in blue, but it's unlike any other blue gemstone out there, okay? And it's completely natural. Now, you can bundle and save, okay, if you want to do that. So you've got the ring, you've got the pendant. So the pendant is 12, shop 12. The ring is shop 13, and you can get the bundle and save from either one of those options. Remember, when you type that below, shop 12 or shop 13, it's going to take you right back to the Shop LC website, and you'll see all of the storyboards. You'll see all of the beautiful photographs. We've got an entire team behind the scenes that works to make sure that you get this angle and that angle, and you see every single aspect of these. Okay, bundle and save. The ring is $174.99. The pendant chain combo is $159.99. You bundle and save, and right off the bat, you save $33. It goes from $334 to $301. Okay. Then you type in live 25, and 301 goes down to $226. So you saved another $75, which means you're at $334, and you go down to $226. So you actually saved $175. Am I reading that correctly?
Yes.
No. Okay. No. 334. Minus 226. Is that right? 334 minus 226, which means you just saved
$108.
$108 instantly. Yeah. Which means, for all intents and purposes, you're getting the pendant chain combination for, I don't know, like $50. That's unreal. Take out the Iolite. You won't buy the Iolite, the rare, exotic Catalina Iolite from India. You won't buy that stone for $50 at a gem show. And I don't care who your guy is. I don't care who you know, who has a guy. You don't buy this stone for $50. It's rare. It's exotic. It's a gemstone that's not like anything else out there. Not like anything else out there. The color palette is not the same. It's very pleochroic. It's got this beautiful ability to dance and shimmer and show off a really unique color palette. And these are not small stones. These are significant sizes. And the workmanship on the mounting, the likelihood that you're going to even find somebody who can buy the silver to make the mounting is zero. Zero and less than zero, okay? Man, all right, shop 12, shop 13, Catalina Iolite with yellow sapphires and the gold vermeil on top of the sterling silver. It's a win-win-win and a peanut butter sandwich, okay? And a peanut butter sandwich. All right. Or maybe a grilled cheese, I don't know. Anyway, you get the point. That's, for me, as a consumer, okay, just as a consumer, forget the whole rock hound, gemologist, diamond grading instructor, forget all of that stuff. I mean, just as a person who just enjoys collecting these little miracles, I mean, it's something that just blows me away because you just don't get this. And you can tell these are all going to have the D on the back. And you know what that means? That means that these are all relatively new in the Shop LC inventory. So there's no reason. I know places that have had things in inventory for 3, 4, 5 more years. Yeah, we don't do that. We get them, we make them, and you guys collect them. And I love that. Oh, no, this is interesting. Oh boy. Okay. I did not realize that this has moonstone. I just got crazy on this one. I would say wear this, get it in a bigger size and wear it on a pointer, or get it in a bigger size and wear it on the middleman, because this is gorgeous. This looks very mysterioso. That moonstone combination, I won't be able to show it to you on the cell phone camera, but that, the moonstone, that primary color that you notice in rainbow moonstone is that shimmery sort of ephemeral kind of blue, like you see it and you don't. Like, did I really see that flash of blue? Yes, you did, but it's moonstone. So it's a very playful color combination because of the way the stone grows. Now look at that. Oh my goodness, is that gorgeous? Talk about creative. Two beautiful stones and treasures from India, and you have them right here together. Now these are prong set. This is going to be shop 14. Just keep on numbers here. Shop 14. And this is in sterling silver, rhodium on top of that. This is called the Moonlit Majesty design. Oh, I love that name because definitely an homage to the moonstone as well. Moonstone are going to have that gorgeous glow. Oh my goodness. These are all prong set. If you follow Shop LC on social media, they're starting to show off some really great behind the scenes of exactly how pieces are made. I saw a really great little vignette the other day of the casting process. I saw a really great little snippet the other day of the stone actually being set. You can see how the mounting starts out in one way, and then the mounting literally has to be custom shaped to hold all the stones. It's a really amazing thing. And then you look at a piece like this, and this has got the D, so it's a joy, it's a Shop LC original. Look at the design and just notice how complicated that setting is. All of those, they look like little sterling silver beads. You see they sparkle. All of those things that look like little silver candies are actually prongs. And each one of those prongs has to be notched in a specific location to hold that stone into that curvature of that ring at just the right place right now, forever and always, amen. And then you've got the same thing going on every single one of those. Altogether, carat weight here is significant. 5 carats. 5 carats. And let me see. Yeah, okay, hold on. Hang on. We're going to bring Abraham in here. Abraham. We're going to get Mr. Lincoln in here. So altogether, you know what? That's not a very big footprint, y'all. I mean, that's something that's super wearable. And the other thing that the design team does, if you look at this angle, you've got a really nice balance on that. So there's nothing hanging over on the edges. So that means when you put this on your hand, there's no stones to get in the way. There's nothing but smooth, silky finish of that bright polish, which definitely adds to the mystique and the comfort of this piece. But really, I mean, do something, just try something different in 2026, okay? You can keep doing the same old, but why? Try a different piece of cheese, okay? Try a different piece of cheese this year. But it's really gorgeous. And when you wear something on the pointer, it's a game changer. It says something about the piece. It says, this is a piece that's more important. The wedding ring, the left hand ring finger, that's your commitment piece, right? That's your ride or die. That's where it is. That's the person that you're committed to. You made that promise. You wear that ring. They work together. They dovetail. It's a reminder. I get it. But when you take a piece like this and you put it on the pointer finger, oh my goodness. And then you're typing throughout the day or doing whatever you do with social media or just meeting people throughout the day. It just really feels different. It's so special. Okay, let's talk about savings on this one. I really like this piece. And the piece is oval. It's about 1.5 pennies in length, but end to end, it's only an inch. I mean, you look at that, and I think it's the contrast between the Iolite blue and the moonstone white that make it a little bit more, you notice it. But everyday price here at Shop LC, $174.99. Live stream, this is a dream deal. You type in live 25 and you save 25%, and shipping is free. So your price goes from $175 down to $131, and then you slice, you dice, you take the budget pay, You make 5 payments of $26. Yeah, that's less than $1 a day, 85.90 a day. That's an amazing deal. An amazing deal on an amazing ring. Now, I don't know if we have matching pieces on this. I don't see them in the show lineup. But if you love this piece and you're saying, gosh, I wish there was a pendant. It's very likely that there's a pendant out there. So get on the phone. Personal shoppers are at 888-835-2237. 888-835-2237. Okay. And remember, anytime you're taking budget pay here at Shop LC, that is not something that gets reported to credit agencies. A lot of the pay by time pieces now are reporting to credit agencies. So this is not something that's going to affect your credit limit, your credit score at all. I love that. Plus, there's no interest, and you still get free shipping on this one as well. So a beautiful opportunity. That's such a gorgeous color. The Iolite and the Moonstone combination, so distinctive. I mean, that looks like a piece that you had custom built just for you. Or maybe it looks like a Giuseppe Perez piece or a Gaia Perez piece. It's got a certain mystique to it that just makes it look so gorgeous. All right, that one is Shop 14. Thank you all so much for joining us. The live streams happen several times throughout the day. There's one at 8 a.m. There's one at 10 a.m. We're doing TikTok at 12:30, right?
We are.
Okay, TikTok at 12:30. So if you've not visited the Shop LC TikTok shop, I'm just going to spell it out. You missing out on some great deals, okay? You are. So check out the TikTok shows as well. And remember, if you missed the live stream, check out the live stream library at shoplc.com. They're right there. The prices are good for 48 hours, though, so you cannot afford to snooze. You snooze, you lose at Shop LC. And I'm not telling you that as a presenter. I'm telling you that as a person who snoozed and loosed, okay? I'm that person. I waited too long. That Pot of Eva appetite ring to this day still burns in my mind. And I regret that I didn't get it. But it's on me because I just waited too long. Don't be me. You be you. Get your treasures right now, okay? Get your treasures right now. And if you did miss something, or you're looking for something super specific, let's say you've got a design in mind for a spectacular piece for that special someone, because February 24th is just a few weeks away now. Talk to the personal shopping team. Ask them if we have loose Iolite, and they'll help you build a special piece. Design and build a special piece for you or your someone, okay? For you or your person. You or your special person. All right. Let's do what's coming up next. Oh, are we going to do the bracelet next? Yes, we are. I love the bracelets. I love them. And you know what? Does this kite-shaped zircons? No, moissanites. Okay. Now we had a set earlier that had kite-shaped zircons. And if you want something that's got a very similar combination of stones, this would pair beautifully with those pieces. And let me see if I can find them.
I believe it was a necklace.
Yeah. Let's see. What did I do with it? The little kite-shaped zircons. Was it a necklace? Anyway, I'll find it here in a second. Oh, no, those are trillion cuts. Okay. What did I do with it? That's a kite shape. That's a kite shape. What did I do with it?
I don't know. I thought it was a neck. Oh, no, it was the earrings.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now.
Close. They were dangling.
These were zircons, and these are moissanite. Yeah. Thank you, Tyler.
You're welcome. I knew it was something that dangled.
Okay. Now, we're going to do this in a minute, but just look at these silhouettes together. We did this. The earrings, by the way, just for the sake of reference, because sometimes you do want things that go together. The earrings are going to be Shop 3, and they're white zircon, okay? So if you wanted to get the earrings to go with this, I'm just saying these are white kite-shaped moissanites, but you can see the silhouette matches beautifully. Okay, so, and you know, here's the thing. When I was working in regular retail, there's only one customer that I can remember clearly who came in and he bought some sapphire pieces and he said, I want the ring, I want the earrings, I want the pendant, and I'll be back for a bracelet. So he bought all 4 pieces. I don't know many people at retail that will walk in and at retail say, I'll take this and that, or maybe that and that, because we're just not programmed like that. I mean, we have it in our head. It's sort of like generational trauma. you just think jewelry's expensive. Period. Just put a period there. It's a non-negotiable. Well, get out your eraser and erase the period and erase the expensive. We have beautiful pieces. I mean, we've got pieces in the Chairman's Vault that are, tens of thousands of pieces. I'm not saying don't ever buy those, but I'm just saying for those of us who would never, could or would spend $10,000 on a piece, either or, you sort of felt shut out your whole life. That's where Shop LC comes in. This is where we're writing a new chapter. In fact, we're rewriting the rules. We're writing a whole new how to buy jewelry instruction manual, and it's called Use Your Eyeballs, Look at the Price Point, Follow Your Heart. Yeah. See, learn, do. All right. See the pretty jewelry, learn what it is, do pick it up before it's all gone. It's a game changer. It's a total game changer. And I get it. At first, your mind is going, wait. I can't. No, too expensive. Danger. We won't be able to eat this month. No. You'll be able to go out in style, whether you're going to go somewhere fancy, you're going to go to the coffee hour before or after services at your favorite house of worship, or are you just going to, go out for a slice of pepperoni and a diet beverage somewhere, Are you just going to stop and have, a lemon scone and a cup of coffee? Doesn't matter. The rules are different now. And the rules are different now. And it's not just because something's on sale or there's this event or that event. We have events, over on the television side right now. We're doing a big 2026 fall clearance. We start off every single year now with a clearance event. We wrap up one year and then we go right into dovetailing to the opening the brand new year with the clearance event because we have items that are coming in. We got stuff that's getting here. We have to make room in the vault for all the new treasures that we have coming up for 2026. So that's why we're willing to, make great deals like this. Okay. You have 3 choices on the size. You'll have 6.5, 7.25, 8 inches. Those are all going to be available for you behind the scenes. This one is Shop 15. Shop 15. Okay. These will vary in carat weight. The Sweet Petites, who need the small bracelet, at 6.5 inches, 5.6 carats. That is a powerhouse. You just got recognized. You just got acknowledged. Carat weight. 7.25, which we consider average. That's what most people wear. 6.35 carats. You just got recognized. Okay. You just got acknowledged. The 8-inch bracelet, and these go all the way around. This is not a few stones on the top. And everybody else just is hanging together by whatever the chain of the day is. These are classic, fully encircling your wrist tennis bracelets. They're gorgeous. Okay. And this is, let's face it. If you want something that makes a statement, you got to do it one of 2 ways. Okay. Color. Okay. These are beautiful colors. Shape. These are impressive shapes. Remember, the moissanites are kite shaped. That's a specialty cut. And you don't cut moissanite unless you know how to cut diamonds. Those are 2 very special stones. That's 9.25 on the Mohs scale. So very tricky and very complicated to cut. So if you want to make a statement, you do it with color, you do it with the shape or the pattern or the texture, or you do it with the volume. And you have Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 here. You have a very distinctive all-natural blue color in this Catalina Iolite. You have the shape and the texture and the contrast of the kite-shaped moissanite. And then you have volume because you have 360 degrees, which means, if you're wearing a bracelet and all the stones are balanced right here, you're going to be doing the shaky thing throughout the day to get those stones rearranged on the top of your wrist, because that's the heaviest part of the bracelet, and it's eventually going to take a tumble and it's going to wrap around and you're going to move it back, and then it's going to wrap around, you're going to move it back. There's no fidget with this, okay? Because as you fly through the day, this one keeps you in first class, baby. I mean, these are gorgeous. Okay. $1,200 at retail for all of those reasons that I just explained to you. Shop LC price every single day. Any day that ends in Y, this is $174.99. But when it's a live stream day and you can type in live 25, free shipping is going to stay on the table and your budget pay is $26.24. So it goes from $174.99 down to live stream pricing at $131, and the budget pay is 26 and change. Yeah, 26 and change. And 5.5 to 6.5 carats. So again, very substantial, and a piece that just looks really, really elegant. Yes, you can afford to get a necklace and a bracelet and earrings and a ring. You can afford that. Oh man, it's a great day at Shop LC for Catalina Iolite. But these stones don't last. Our collectors, you all have gotten very savvy out there. You look for collecting opportunities. You look for those memory-making moments where you can say to yourself, I can't believe I got that for this price. That was great. Oh, and by the way, I think our next Gem Fest is coming up in February. I don't know the date exactly, but if you keep your eye at shoplc.com, if you'll keep your eye on that, you'll see the events as they're scheduled. And throughout the year, once a month or so, I typically host a Zoom call, which is kind of a lunch and learn. So we'll be doing those throughout the year as well. So you can check with a personal shopper or just sign up for those emails as they go out as well. And they're just really designed to kind of be just kind of an educational, let's get together and hang out and talk about the interesting parts of these gemstone materials. Now, I don't know that I'll be doing one this year, this month, because I'll tell you something. I have got a little bit of vacation that's going to start on the 12th, and I'll be gone for about 2 weeks. So I'm not sure who will be doing the Lunch and Learn Gemstone class, but it'll be fun, and you'll learn a little bit of something about an amazing treasure. Okay. I love designs like this, and I'll tell you why. Because, the design team, they do an absolutely amazing job. I mean, let's just look at this for a second, just really quick, okay? Look at these pendants, okay? Oh, you know what? Let's look at this. You've got, just in this few hours that we've spent together today, you have an amazing array of styles and designs and variety and fun. And let me just show you these 3 pieces, okay? We've got those 3 pieces in today's lineup. There's a matching ring, there's a matching ring, there's a matching ring in every single one of those. You tell me where you could walk to in a traditional mall and see one of each of those, and then we'll both know. Because this ain't happening anywhere in my zip code where you can own this level of rare and exotic gemstone and have that many choices. Okay. So the design team, they're brilliant. They're really brilliant. And you never pay a designer fee. You're never paying a styling fee or anything like that. It's almost like we're giving away the design part of it for free. Okay. But here's the thing. Every once in a while, the design team just goes, it's a long shot. They just go. And that's why I love pieces exactly like this. First of all, they're going to be super limited. So in the ring, we've got 68. In the matching pendant, only 34. And they match. Okay. They're sisters. But this is where I feel like our design team just works so hard for you. I mean, not only are they beautiful pieces, but these are award-winning in my mind just for creative use of color. Right? These are designers who understand color theory. They understand pattern and texture and luxury. And man, they just know how to make it work. They really do. This is finished off. Let's see. We're on the pendant, but I'm going to show you the ring. This is finished off with tiny little Sleeping Beauty turquoise cabochons. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. The pendant by itself, this is the Dynasty Bloom, all right? And you've got an absolutely breathtaking set of elements here. Everyday low price on this should be $174.99, okay? Suggested retail is going to be about $1,100. And let me just say something. If you could find a design house or a single stylist that's got the skill and the talent and the color knowledge to put these together, this is next level. next level design team. This is a person who dreams in Technicolor. This is a person who has lots of years of design experience. This is a person who understands gemstones and how the color wheel affects that. Okay. The center Catalina Iolite is a carat 67. So right around a carat to 3/4, something like that. Then you have 10 round Iolites, okay? And they're going to be right around the perimeter. But then in between the center and the inner and the outer Iolite, you have a level of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, okay? So scroll up just a little bit, or scroll down. Or yeah, there we go. Do you say up or down?
Up.
Oh, okay.
Go down.
Okay.
Go down.
Go down. Yes. Over there. Down yonder.
Yeah, it's like opposite when you're scrolling. Yeah, it's weird.
I know. I always say scroll down, but actually it's like you're going the other way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. It's the same if you're driving with you in the car. So just wear your seatbelt and close your eyes. So we'll be there soon. Okay. The Sleeping Beauty turquoise, there are 10 of those. And those are 1.38 carats. Now, they're 3 millimeter cabochons. I don't know. How do you say tiny without saying tiny?
Minuscule?
Yeah, 3 millimeters. How do you say a challenge to set without saying that was tough to do? This design team, this designer has combined the brilliance of gorgeous, brilliant cut stones and the coolness of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise and the rounded tops. So there's just this playfulness happening with the color. All right, let's get you down. Let's get you down to talking about how much, okay? Because this is a big deal. The pendant chain combination should be $174. So if you come back in on Thursday, it's going to be $174. But today, live stream team, guess what? The pendant chain combination is $174. This one is going to be $16 on the pendant and $17 on the ring, okay? And you've got a bundle and save. So the ring should be $219. The pendant should be $174, which puts you at a total of $394. $394.98. $395. 10% brings that down to $355 and change. Live 25 takes the discounted 10% bundle price and saves you another 25%. So you go from $355 to $266, saving you another $90. Yes. And they're gorgeous. You will not walk into any store anywhere and find this pattern, this design, this color palette. And you've got the D on the back, which tells you to joy. These are really beautiful Shop LC exclusives. So I hope you do the bundle and save on that. The ring is Shop 17. The pendant is Shop 16. And they're available until they're not at shoplc.com. My friends, it is always such a pleasure to be here with you and share these amazing deals. And, you know, I introduce myself as like the person who still has the attention span of a third grader because I've been fascinated with gemstones for about that long. So decades and decades and decades. Because I don't know, and the more I learn about them, because there's always something to learn. You know, we don't think of sourcing so much in the world of regular retail because you just walk in and you've got beautiful things in the case and you don't really have to think very much about sourcing. It just is. It's just there. Somebody's done all the hard work, but you don't sometimes think about the miracle of how these things are formed. They're just true little miracles. You don't think about the miracle of how they even get to be formed, much less all the complexities of how they got turned into beautiful jewelry. You know, you have to move tons and tons and tons of the gem bearing ore to get to just a few carats. Then you have to sort them. You have to know somebody has to facet them, whether they're cut in brilliant cut shapes or they're just simply cut in cabochons. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a lot of man hours. It's a lot of people way crazier than me, and I'm pretty crazy, who are just a little bit nuts about finding the treasures that are out there. Yes. So please do not wait around on these. Okay. This is a DeJoy premium piece. It's the Royal Serenade, and this is so gorgeous. If you want something that really makes a statement, but you're not a fan of a tennis necklace for whatever reason, this is the next best thing. You do have a little bit of a design element because you have what we call a V neckline, but you also have a prominent solitaire drop at the base of that. So really, really gorgeous. It looks like something you would see in a Crown Jewels collection, except it's scaled down just a little bit, which means you've got lots of wearability on this, okay? Lots of variability. I mean, it's just such a gorgeous piece. All right, altogether, 4.7 carats. So a lot to love on this one. Now, it says 18 inches. I'm going to double check that. Oh, it's got an extender. So it's 18 to 20 inches. Okay, I just filled that now. Let me show you that. It's 18 to 20 inches, which is great because a piece like this, maybe you don't wear it every day. Maybe this is that piece that you save in your closet for the special occasion, or whatever your big party event is. So I want you to see the extender. So it does have a 2-inch extender. So 18 to 20 inches, okay? And remember, length is measured not to the base of the drop, but length is measured to the top of where the chain ends. So it's 18 inches to here, and then you've got another, 3/4 of an inch that has the moissanite and the pear-shaped drop. Beautiful, gorgeous kind of floral or sunburst or starburst design on that center element. Very, very pretty on that. Okay, let's talk savings. Suggested retail, about $1,400. Can definitely see that. If you were going to look at a piece like this and you were going to consider, well, let's make that out of sapphires, just put a whole bunch of zeros. Put a whole bunch of zeros there. It would be outrageously expensive. And here's the thing. I'm talking about something that would be outrageously expensive because these are stones that are not treated in any way. So the Iolite is all natural. So if you're going to take all natural Iolite and you're going to compare all natural untreated sapphires, yes, you are talking a queen's ransom. Absolutely. Everyday price on this, $1,400. If you wanted to find something similar in sapphires, maybe double that and expect the sapphires to be, maybe they'll be Fisher filled or diffusion treated. I'm not opposed to that, but you got to look at the difference there. Okay. And again, sapphires, rubies, emeralds, the things that you know and recognize, you could arguably say those are kind of cookie cutter pieces. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean they're abundant enough that people have an awareness of them. Iolite is off the chart rare. It's off the chart rare. It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. All right. $269.99 is your Shop LC price. Live stream, and this one is going to be listed as Shop 18. So type in Shop 18 down below. We'll send you back the link on the Shop LC website to this piece. Warning, we have 45, not even 4 dozen. We have 85 million viewers just on the television side, and many of you hop on and hop off all the time on the social, so I don't even know how you measure that, but it doesn't matter. 45 is very, very last in stock. Type in Shop 18, get all the details, check out all the photographs, and then put in your budget pay of $40.50. Yeah, because it goes from $269, you type in live 25, and it goes down to $202, and then you have actually 5 budget pays on this one as well. 5 budget pays. Not a lot. 5. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. How many pieces do we have left to get to? 2. Okay. We're going to do.
Beautiful bracelet.
Yes. Now, we did this bracelet earlier. So let me just bring this in. We did this one earlier. That bracelet is available behind the scenes. This one was Shop 15. And this is what I mean. If you went into the world of retail, you're not going to find, you're just not. You're not going to find 2 choices in the same store. I mean, you'd have to have a designer sit down and sketch these out. You'd have to have somebody make the mountings. You'd have to find a person who can get their hands on enough stones. And we actually have these in 3 sizes. Tyler, the small 6.5 inches is 11.2 carats. The 7.25 inch bracelet is probably going to be about 12. And the 8-inch bracelet is probably going to be about 12.5 carats. Let's see. Okay. But just absolutely gorgeous.
I really like this bracelet. The blue.
I do too.
My favorite color is blue, so I'm biased. But
but look, okay, I'm going to take this out. You've got an insert clasp, And you have 2 locking mechanisms on the side. Okay, so let me open this up. And I love that because I love bracelets. I can look down at my wrist every point of the day and see that gorgeous treasure. Look at this. Okay, this is crazy. Look how supple this is. Okay? Do you know what that means? Your wrist is one of the most mobile places on your body, your wrist and your ankles. When you've got that much flexibility built into a bracelet, it means that you have a piece that is very wearable. You don't have to baby it. You can wear it all the time. Can you see the difference in the color there?
So what's interesting is you mentioned like a golden color earlier. I didn't see it. I saw the white silver, but from this angle, I can see the golden.
Yeah, they are gorgeous stones. They are so complicated.
Yeah, when you turn it, I can see some of them just look
Yeah,
golden.
yes. Yeah. And remember, you'll have little inclusions in here, which is fine. That's Mother Nature's fingerprint. I mean, every star has their beauty mark, right? So yes, expect the beauty marks. But some of the inclusions, do you know what they're going to be, Tyler? Sometimes you'll see little flashes of red, and that's because light will be bouncing off naturally formed hematite inclusions on the inside. This is next level, y'all.
Yeah, this is my favorite piece of the show.
Yeah. And okay, so each link, let me show you this. I'm going to do it this way. Each link, Tyler, is its own little quartet, its own little grouping of 4 stones put together. And the linkage on this, I mean, it could not be any smoother, okay? The only way to make this any smoother is to make this out of butter. That's the only way. That's the only way. All right. $329 for, let's just say 11 to 12 carats, okay? And you have a big clasp, which locks in, a lot of security on wearing this. And again, think about trying something that's different that you've never done before. Think about trying a different color, a different shape, a different carat weight, okay? Because this is so gorgeous. And you might, I've heard from people, I get direct messages from people all the time, and they say, oh gosh, I bought that for my niece's wedding, but I wear it all the time. I'm like, yes, yes, say hello to rare, exotic, and fun and collectible, and oh my gosh, affordable, yes. Okay. Last item of the show. This is shop 19, okay, in 3 sizes, $329.99 if you shop for this on Thursday. But today, live stream Dream Team, guess what? Type in Live 25. Your price goes from $329 all the way down to $247. That is $70, $80 in instant live stream savings. And your budget pay on that is $49.50. Yes. Boom. Okay, I'm done. Drop the mic. I'm done.
It's a showstopper, Becky.
Well, you can tell that I just despise this stone. I can't stand it. Wrong. Can't wait for April Fool. Okay. Guys, go back and check out the live stream shows. They're just so much fun. We're getting ready for the TikTok show coming up as well. So hop over to the TikTok shop because you're going to find some amazing deals there. Remember, download the app. You can watch it on your phone, your tablet, your television. Make sure when you start off January, making sure your payment card is updated. Make sure your shipping address is updated because when we pick them and pack them and ship them, we don't want to delay. We want to give you as close to instant gratification as we can. My name is Becky Booker. You can normally see me 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. over on the TV side. Yep, in the a.m. And in the meantime, you can find me on Facebook, Becky Booker Shop LC Host. But you can also check my personal page, which has a picture of a Sasquatch Christmas tree ornament wearing a Santa hat. It's a thing. And you can send me a direct message anytime. I love helping you learn about these fabulous treasures, and I really hope you fall in love with Iolite. It's a gemstone that is worthy of your attention, and it should be definitely part of your jewelry wardrobe. All right, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye now.